Hi, hello, welcome to a new video. In this video I will mention this interesting article about hiring processes and hiring criteria in academia, and the title is Stop Misusing Data When Hiring Academics. Social media impact, university rankings, and online aggregator metrics are broken. Better way to assess researchers are needed. This is the highlights of the study, because we see that some use like hash index to understand if the researcher is good, some use like first author articles, some use the co-authors, some use like years of experience. But I think all of them they all mean something, but it doesn't mean that candidate is really qualified, because I know I personally know people who publish a lot of paper, but they have no such understanding of that field. So they're basically, instead of reading more and um, writing high quality articles, they're interested in writing as many as they can. So here, let's read the article. Look Me Up in Science, a tool made by US research analytics Clavier Great, I'm not sure how to pronounce, and you will find a biochemist who hasn't published all that much recently. Google Scholar, Google's tool for research and academic publications, shows more of my work in the past few years on research evaluation and open research. Like everyone else, I prefer the larger numbers, and Google Scholar provides them, but they come with more errors, owing to Google's algorithm crawl and indexed author lists. My problems are relatively minor. One college has tens of citations according to Insights and tens of thousands according to scrapers such as Google Scholar. Wow, it's interesting. Researchers, especially those early in their careers, need to know how to marshal sources of evidence such as these publication counts to make their case to hiring and promotion committees. These tools are treated as trusted sources, despite the fact that they can give very different values. Other data such as retweets, likes on online videos are sometimes used as proxy for societal impact, but the relevance of these is even more questionable when used inappropriately. This is a serious and deeply ironic problem across the scientific enterprise. As researchers, we are used to using partial, imperfect, incomplete data to make decisions and draw conclusions. Those imperfections are smoothed out through statistical processes, error calculations, and good research practice, but best practices are often not applied in the evaluation of the publishing records of researchers. Where are the error bars on a tenure decision, university ranking, or grant application? Policy, hiring, funding, and promotion decisions are being built from this shaky evidence. If these pieces of evidence were research data, their collection, description, analysis, and interpretation would never pass peer review. That's true, indeed. This problem spans institutions as well as individuals and disciplines, and his colleague Carl Huang, an open knowledge researcher at this university, and the data underlying university rankings. We created a simple citation-based ranking of 155 universities and fed data from each of three sources, all of which are tools for searching publication records: Web of Science, Scopus, and Microsoft Academic. Three universities shifted more than 110 places, and 45 moved more than 20 when the data source changed. Interesting. We shouldn't be surprised that different sources and ranking approaches give different results, but we continue to ignore the differences and make policy, funding, and career decisions as though any individual metric can provide an answer. So we are getting many crucial decisions wrong at the individual and institutional levels. That's indeed true. Especially professors can decide student without even interviewing. So what needs to change? The policy landscape has shifted in the past decade. The agreement on reforming research assessment published last week, and so intrinsic merits and impact rather than on the number of publications and where they are published, promoting qualitative judgment provided by peers, supported by responsible use of quantitative indicators. In other words, its writers are sick of out-of-context numbers. Too, it follows the 2013 San Francisco Declaration on Research Assessment and this manifest. manifesto, which both called for similar policy shifts. So to make these calls effective, academia needs a cultural change in terms of the evidence that is used to evaluate research output. This will happen only when the entire enterprise demands higher standards. We should tell the stories behind our work and success more qualitatively with more meaningful words and fewer meaningless numbers. This will better respect the variety of disciplines and the way many ways that researchers make an impact. So senior researchers should be critically evaluating the quality of evidence presented when judging job and grant applications or conducting environmental reviews, and we should support early career researchers by creating guidelines and training to help them to prepare the best possible cases for advancement. It is unfair but inescapable that much of the work will fall on the shoulders of early and mid-career researchers for whom evaluations are most crucial. They have a choice of whether to provide more rigorous and complete evidence or just the usual numbers. But this is an opportunity to shape the stories of their research while making the assessment of their work fairer. Anyway, so he says, at the end, I might like the larger numbers, but I would prefer to work in a world fed by informative ones. And that is the last sentence. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you find this article interesting. I find it quite interesting, and wish you a beautiful day. Bye bye.